Understanding your child's vision report. First of all, you need the report. It is great that you actually have a script for glasses, but when I hear words like 20/20, means that they most likely examined your child with teller cards or Cardiff cards. The problem with like cards, the letter E that we're used to seeing, D, S, or tree, you don't realize how much you are prompting your child. Oh, over there's a tree. Tree, oh, they see it. 20/20 vision. That's not how it works, right? Any vision that I'm doing with you, right? That if I'm working on vision, and that's the hard part when parents come there like, when are you going to work on vision? I'm like, I've been working on vision the whole time, but I'm not prompting. You know, I might use a clock on the wall or how they're looking at daddy or all those kind of things, and I'm following their child's movements, right? But I'm not working with child saying, look at the ball, look at the birdie, look. That's not how vision works. If you look at a child when they're seeing, they're not missing a trick. Right? They know. I get kids back here. They know my toy inventory. They don't miss a trick, right? They know how to see or they don't know how to see. When I'm working with a child on my table and they're looking maybe at mom who's maybe sitting on my table, but they're not even referencing dad or whatever who's sitting maybe off about 6 feet, they can't see. They just can't see. And you look at their personalities, just because they have directionality, you know, oh, I can walk into the room and they might see a big blob walk in, but they're not like going, oh boy, mom's got, you know, different eyeshadow on today, because they can't see. You can tell this too when they're not looking at an object, that they'll grab an object, but once they grab it, it's like their vision goes. And a lot of people think that's CBI, but you cannot even work with CBI without a good visual examination. The visual examination has to include a retinoscopy. Now, a lot of people get confused, and this is why the reports are there, because they're like, oh no, they examine the eyes. Most likely, if you don't ask for a retinoscopy because it's considered old school, what they're looking for is the retina health and the optic nerve, but they're not examining your child's vision. And I don't care if your child is typical or not. And I hate to use that word typical, but I had a situation here where a child had 10 years old, gifted program. I know people think I don't work on everybody. I do. And she had scoliosis really bad. I touched her back and I was like, what the heck is going on with her eyes? Because see, every movement that you make, it's sort of like, you can say 1 + 1 is 2. Every movement you make goes through my hands almost like a mathematical equation. So when I'm touching you a certain way and I'm not getting my 1 + 1, my antenna's already going up and doing that. Alona knows. Alona's worked with me for years and so forth, that people know that I'm a little bit of a freak. I'm not a freak. I have a ton of experience. I've worked with everybody and anything, and matter of fact, I have someone here and I'm like, oh, why does it look so familiar? And I've got to call Bernadette and I know what her genetics are on her child, because I've got a twin. So I'm, you know, again, just from the experience, right? Now again, this girl's in gifted scoliosis, and what it is, this girl was going blind. She had double cataracts, Y-shaped cataracts. Y-shaped cataracts is like when you've got a stone on your windshield and it splinters. So she's literally curving her body trying to look out her eyes. Now she was wearing glasses, but I immediately insisted, because I knew her back was not functioning whatsoever with her vision, and it was like a different type of axis alignment. I'm like, you have to go see my guy. And so, again, there was no conversations to the parents like, I'm losing my vision. And again, verbal, 10, nothing, quote, wrong with her. Guys, kids don't know how to see, especially when it's bad, because that's all they know how to see. My eyes are starting to fail because I'm getting old. I have to use reading glasses. You know what I mean? Like, I can compare. I didn't have vision like that before when I was, you know, younger, and now it is. So I can compare, and by comparison, I can say, hey, I can't read that menu. I need to use reading glasses. But a child will just act disinterested, out of sight, out of mind. It's sort of like a toy not having its power, you know, and they go to tap a piano and you didn't turn it on. That thing's dead to me, because they don't know how to process, how to problem solve. It comes much later in life. So it has to be done with the retinoscopy. So when someone says that your child's got 20/20 vision, again, my antlers go up because they're like, well, I'm just humoring you with the light pair of glasses, but their vision's fine. They didn't examine the child correctly. And most likely then they don't want to wear the glasses. Then they'll blame the child because the child doesn't have the temperament for glasses. And I'm like, no, they're not cut right. If a child can see better, they wear the glasses. But if they can't see better, and then that's when I find out, oh, they have the prescription. Oh, they wanted to get the child. Oh, they, all these little weird things. I can't wear glasses that have the script. It's just not going to work for me. And it's the same for your child. So if a child's not wearing their glasses or they're having issues with vision, if you're thinking about autism, CVI, all these things, they have to have a good ophthalmology examination. I have free PDFs on how to have a good visit with your doctors. It's in my free course, Vision in Your Child. But again, it just has to be done right from the beginning. I know you don't know, and that's why I'm here to teach you, but your child needs help and they don't know how to ask for it, right? Most of us don't know how to ask for help. So it really can cause complications with your child's development. And they shouldn't be thrown equipment when that's not going to solve the problem necessarily. Thanks.